Morning, everyone. I hope this video finds you well. I'm in my car. The wind's a little bit rough outside. I want to invite you this week to give a week of fasting and praying as we seek the Lord intensely for our families, this community, this nation, and the world. Given what we're going on in the world right now, there are so many without hope and without anything to trust in. And I believe God is calling us to be a people that are going to point people to Him. They're going to point people to the magnificence of God, the awesomeness of God. Right now, the world needs men and women who are going to be able to stand up, not just with a veneer of morality over their lives, but men and women who know Christ, who know God intimately, who are going to be able to point people to a magnificent Creator, a God in which they can hope. More so than ever, our Christianity cannot just be a veneer of religion. It needs to be a life-changing relationship. And I believe God is going to challenge us this week as we seek Him, as we explore how awesome He is and how magnificent He is, and as we pray for our families and communities. There's a beautiful story in the Chronicles of Narnia. I'm sure you've all either watched the movie or read the book, but one of the main characters, Susan, is introduced to Aslan, and she thought Aslan was a man. And Mr. Beaver, she asks Mr. Beaver, is Aslan a man? And he says, no, Aslan's a lion. And she asks Mr. Beaver, well, is he safe? And Mr. Beaver responds, well, of course he isn't safe, but he's good. And here Susan wrestles with this misconception of who Aslan, who represents God, is. And she's challenged with her ideas of who God is. And each one of us needs to be challenged with the image we hold of God. Who is God to you? And in the same way Susan was challenged with who God is, each one of us needs to ask the question, who God is. Who is He for you? And I want to explore this week how awesome God is. And we're going to be looking at God as both great and good. So often if we focus on just God's greatness, we struggle to accept that He loves us and that He's good. But if we focus on just how good He is, sometimes we struggle to accept how great He is and the magnificent things He can do. And I want us to take a moment this week, each day, to look at an attribute of God, to look at aspects of God, of both His greatness and His goodness. And I am trusting that you will be provoked to go deeper than you've ever been with the Lord before. Because more so than ever, our nation needs men and women who don't just talk about God, but who know Him intimately with their hearts, who are ready to stand up and point people to Him with all of their hearts. And we're going to take a moment this week to explore that. I'll send out little devotionals each morning, and I'm asking you, please seek the Lord and then share with the group anything the Lord tells you. Share with the group what you believe the Lord's saying. I'm trusting that God will give each one of you prophetic visions and give us words of knowledge, and please share them with those on the group as you engage and press into the Lord. I'm going to be praying each morning. You're welcome to join me. You can pray in your homes. I encourage you to fast a meal a day if you can. You can do a full fast. There are many different types of fasts, and I've shared the link in the group about the different types of fasts. You can fast one meal a day. You can fast all your meals. You can do you can eat vegetables for the week. But join us this week as we press in. And I'll be praying in the mornings on the rocks around Glen Ken, and you can join me. And let's truly trust the Lord this week to challenge each one of us to go deeper than we've ever been before with Him. Look forward to enjoying this week with you, and I'll share more throughout the week. Cheers.